Stella says, my name is Emmajay Regis, and I got into this business because I was tired of working paycheck to paycheck. And imagine, I get my money, but then I have more month than money at the end of the day. It simply wasn't making any sense. Now, I am a mum of two. I've got a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I'm a wife of one. But guess what? I did not want to miss a single moment of my children's upbringing because I had to be clocking in against a clock, right? I had to be clocking in and not be there for those kids. But now I've come across an opportunity that's actually given me the freedom to be there for my son's golf tournament, to be there when my son is sick and not have to worry about calling in sick to work and not getting a paycheck. But most important, ladies and gentlemen, I've experienced being tapped on the shoulder because guess what? Emmajay, you're no longer needed. Yeah. And as a mum of two, they didn't care about my situation, but I was blessed because I embarked on this journey before that happened to me. So, ladies and gents, we are going to talk tonight about freedom. And freedom, as you know, comes in many forms. So, let's talk about financial freedom, being able to buy what you want when you want, right? And that personal and time freedom, it's so important because, like I said, those milestone moments, right? Not having to miss out because you have to make money, being in a job because you have to. No, it's about being somewhere because you want to and having the freedom and stability to do that. Now, I was able to design my own life because I have those freedoms. And guess what? You are going to be able to do exactly the same. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to discover how you can earn more, travel more, and experience more. You see here, we're able to build a network. We're able to embrace, empower, and elevate others and ourselves because this isn't just about, a journey. This is about our future. This is a self-development journey. They're also able to benefit from e-commerce. What does that mean? Work from anywhere at any time, no inventories, no contracts, no quotas. You are your own boss. No one's telling you what to do, it's on your own time. But most importantly, you will become a travel professional, earning the travel commissions, but learning the secrets of a travel professional. So you're probably wondering, Emmajay, well, who are you? And I'm really, really glad that you guys asked. We are PlanNet Marketing. We are a company that is managed as a business should be. Now, the gentleman you see before you on the right of the screen, that is Mr. Donald Bradley. He is the PlanNet Marketing founder and CEO, and the gentleman with the vision behind this amazing vehicle. You see, Mr. Bradley wanted people with ordinary lives to have extraordinary lives, therefore putting together this vehicle. Now, PlanNet Marketing, they're based in Atlanta, Georgia. They are a 10-year-old company with solid company leadership, and they have reps in over 20 countries. Commissions that we've paid to date, ladies and gentlemen, is over 350 million in commissions. Now, let me draw your attention to Mr. Dwayne Vansell. He is the PlanNet Marketing President, and he's got over 20 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. And partnered with him, we've got Miss Leanne Treckler. She is our COO, and again, with over 20 years of administration and management experience. So that ensures that the planet is run as it should be. Now, you're probably wondering, well, if it's a marketing company, well, what's your product? Well, ladies and gentlemen, ours is in one of the largest and sexiest industries in the world, travel. So our home agency is IntelliTravel. Now, IntelliTravel is based in Delray Beach, Florida. We've got accreditations and certifications from CLIA, which is the Cruise Line International Association, to the BBB, which is the Better Business Bureau. Why? Because we are recognized for excellence. We are the leading innovators in travel with over 35 years in the industry. And it's simple. There's an exclusive partnership that we have with PlanNet Marketing. So we sell travel and PlanNet sells us. That's it. So, ladies and gents, to date in bookings, we have done an astonishing 5.5 billion with a B in travel bookings. And let me just draw your attention to the industry awards and recognitions at the bottom of the screen. And just slide over to where you see that Travel Weekly Magellan Award. Now, if you know anything about the awards and the Grammys, now in travel, that's like the Grammys in travel, and we haven't just won it once, ladies and gentlemen, we have won it multiple times. So let me ask you guys a question. How would you feel to literally earn commissions? Because every single travel booking that you're doing, there's commissions booked in. Did you know that? Pop a yes in the chat if you knew. Here, ladies and gentlemen, you can enjoy the infinite possibilities as a travel business owner. So, what does that mean for you? You'll be earning 70 to 80% of commissions. You'll have a full fledged at home travel agency with your own state of the art booking portal, access to all of our major suppliers worldwide, your own payment gateway, and customer management software. And you're probably thinking, well, Emma, what sort of trips can I book? I'm glad you've asked. Any and everything named travel. So, group trips, church trips, honeymoons and anniversaries, divorce trips, girls' trips, guys' trips, any and everything named travel and entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, there is a commission tied into it. So you see here you have a turnkey business, customer service and support, on-demand training models. What does that mean? Your time, your pace, when you're ready, right? Access to our major suppliers worldwide. Well, right now you're booking travel as a consumer, but when you come on the inside and you're getting all of the inventory directly from our suppliers, then you'll literally be booking as a merchant. You get all your sales and marketing material and just scroll over to where you see that the desktop and it says welcome back. All that's simply missing from there is your name. So you say, Emma, well, what do I have access to? Because a lot of people think that travel is just flights and hotels, and that's where they're wrong. So you'll be able to earn commissions on cruises, vacation packages, resorts, travel insurance, train tickets, car rentals, tours, excursions, and so much more. So many people will say, well, Emmajay, why travel? Why now? People have been doing it for years, right? But I spin it around and I say, well, why not travel and why not now? Ladies and gentlemen, travel is an $11.5 trillion industry projected to hit 15 trillion. Now, when you should be at work doing your 9 to 5, you're out there searching for your next holiday because travel is the number one research category online between the hours of 9 to 5. So let's dig a bit deeper and see who is traveling. And if you're in any of these categories, I want you to pop it in the chat for me. So we have got our baby boomers, and baby boomers are spending $2.5 trillion annually, but they fuel the growth, right? Then we go across to our Generation X's, and they're spending $3 trillion annually. But they like that quality over quantity, maintaining that work life balance. But then we have our millennials, and that's my crew. So we're spending approximately $4 trillion annually, ladies and gents. And notice the spending is going up. But then we have our current generation. This is our Gen Zs. This is our leisure travelers, our jet setters. And so far, they're spending approximately $1.5 trillion annually. Now, how would you feel about turning your mobile phone into an ATM and get paid on what you're going to do anyway? Because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, almost everyone you know is traveling or wants to travel. So why not get paid on what you're going to do anyway? It simply makes sense. So you're probably wondering, all right, Emma, I've heard enough. Like, how much can I earn booking these resorts, these cruises, these hotels, and more? And I'm glad you've asked because we've got a few examples for you. So, know any frequent business travelers? Imagine a frequent business traveler books a hotel stay or a 3 night hotel stay 3 times a month from that same portal that I just showed you. Now, you've not done anything, but you've earned a commission of 151 US dollars. Now, all of the currency that we are speaking of tonight, ladies and gentlemen, will be in USD currency. So, would 151 US dollars not take a bill off the table for you? Let me know in the chat. Here's another example. Perhaps you are a sport fanatic or a golfer. But guess what? In this industry, you don't have to play sport to book it for a group. And we know that golfers usually golf in groups. So you've had a request for a 5-day golf trip for a group of 4 golfing in Scottsdale, Arizona. Ladies and gents, this may take you about 35 minutes, perhaps an hour at the most, but would that not be worth it for a commission check of over 270 US dollars? Notice the trend here, the money's going up. Here's another example for you. Know anyone getting married? Those ringing bells are those wedding bells are chiming, and guess what? It could be you, or it could be anyone else because you earn your commissions on travel that you book for yourself. But you've got a request to do a 7-day honeymoon, and you go ahead and you book this resort in Cancun, complete with butler service. The bride is happy, the groom's even happier, but guess what? You're happy too, because for that work, which may take you maybe an hour to the most, if that, you'll receive a commission check of over 560 US dollars. I'm sure that's taking a bill or 2 off of the table for you. But ladies and gents, the next example is my favorite. You see, this business opportunity has given me the chance to become a cruise specialist, and I jumped on it. So I love booking cruises because I know that cruises, they pay the most in commission, and especially groups and stuff, that's where the money's at. So I get a request to book a 5-day group cruise for a family reunion, 20 cabins on a Western Caribbean cruise. Now, we all know with family reunions, there's going to be a bit of headache. There's going to be disagreements. Uncle Bubba, Aunt Martha, Uncle Desroy. But guess what? That's not your issue. Because for the work that you've done, you've made the family happy, you've set up their payment plan, but you have earned a commission check of over $2,200. All right, pop a cha-ching in the chat if you can deal with that money. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see here we love to have fun learning while we earn, because we're able to see travel from a client's perspective on our own exclusive IntelliTrips. See, here we're able to become better educated on our travel vendors and the industry products. But let me just draw your attention to the bottom of the screen where you see Dreammaker, Vacation Builder, and Travel Genius. You see, ladies and gentlemen, you have the opportunity to advance through each level of certification to position yourself for increased earnings. Our classrooms here aren't those boring, sticky classrooms. Our classrooms are where we go to learn but have fun at the same time. And here's a few industry examples for you. So we decided to go for our first trip to Negril, Jamaica. This was for our wellness travel certification. Ladies and gentlemen, it was 4 days, 3 nights, all inclusive, adults only. To get certified for those 4 days, 3 nights, we paid 499 US dollars, ladies and gents, per person, not per night, per person. Now, let me give you a little secret. You wouldn't even get 1 night for that price, but we got 3 and we came back certified. Here's another example for you. This time we went to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, but it was for a luxury travel advisor certification. And again, we did 3 nights, 4 days, 5-star all-inclusive diamond resort. Ladies and gents, this was to get our luxury travel advisor certificate. We paid 720 US dollars per person to come back certified from this 5-star diamond resort. Again, you couldn't get it for 1 night, but we got it for 3. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, I love this business because this business comes with guarantees. They're called our IntelliTrust guarantees, risk-free guarantees. So the first one is our best travel price guarantee. What that simply means is you've booked a trip for a client and they've gone away within the first 7 days and they found it somewhere else. Now, it's got to be apples to apples, oranges to oranges, basically meaning every detail has to be the same. We offer price match here at IntelliTravel, but in the event that we are unable to meet or beat the price, IntelliTravel will provide your client with the difference in IntelliBucks to use towards their next vacation booking with you. The second one is our 100% money back guarantee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is powerful. Mr. Ferrara says, come in, try the business for 30 days, but we like to say 29 because people like to leave it to the very last minute. Try it for 30 days. If within that time you don't want to book travel, don't like making commissions, just don't want to do it, that's no problem. You can cancel and get all of your monies back, no questions asked. But the third one is my favorite, ladies and gentlemen, because this is our unique profit guarantee. It says satisfaction guaranteed, 100% risk free. Now, Mr. Ferrara says that, listen, 30 days is not enough time, really, to try out a business. And any business owner and entrepreneur would know that because look, March has just started and March is finished. Okay. So come in, try the business for 12 months. And if within that time you do not make or save what you had invested, IntelliTravel will cut you a check for the difference and you still get to keep your business. Who does that? We do that, ladies and gentlemen, because we know that it works. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you so much for giving me your undivided attention while I took you to the beaches of the world. You see, here we go to two places. We go to the beaches of the world and we go to the banks of the world, and we visit them very, very often. Now, I'd like to bring before you a lady who is a one-star director in this amazing business opportunity. She resides in Charlotte, North Carolina, has a team in over 17 countries, and she actually retired 2 years ago. But ladies and gentlemen, she retired with a plan. You see, formerly, she was working as a vice president for Wells Fargo Bank, but she's got a heart of gold for helping people, and that she does very well, and she does it with great intention. Now, this lady is part of the prestigious 40/40 Club. She is in the top 1% of leaders in this amazing opportunity, and she just loves helping people. Ladies and gentlemen, she's flat out getting it done, running her team to freedom, to success. And it is my pleasure to bring before you my coach and my mentor, Miss Donna Reeves. Donna, have you made it to the line?
I am here, Emmajay. Can you see and hear me clearly?
I certainly can, Miss D. Take it away for us.
Thank you so much. Amazing information about the travel side of the business. But as she said, I'm about to take you to the bank. I am Donna Reeves from Charlotte, North Carolina. I spent 45 years in the financial services arena, 19 as a vice president for Wells Fargo Bank. I did retire 2 years ago. Many people ask me, why do you do this business when you had a great career? And the answer is simple. I never want anyone to be the captain of my ship. Control of my financial future, as well as dictating if I can have a legacy or not. So tonight, we're going to talk to you about empowering yourself and others through leveraged and residual income. You see, my favorite uncle, that's Warren Buffett, said never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. He did not say go out and get a second and third job, because 2 and 3 jobs are for 2 and 3 people. So we're going to start out tonight talking about leverage income. And I know you're going to say, I am not a salesperson, but actually we all are. How about that restaurant that you just went to that had a phenomenal meal? You shared it. Your hairstylist, you're sharing with your girlfriends. Your barber, you're telling your guy friends. How about a great movie that you saw? You see, we are doing it, but we are not being compensated by the business owners in those referrals. Well, here, that's exactly what we do. Anytime you share this opportunity with someone and they lock arms with you, you are going to get a $50 direct sale. And I know you're saying, Donna, Emmajay, whoever invited me, I know you did not bring me here tonight to talk about $50. And you're right. We brought you here tonight to talk about much, much more. You see, because when that person that you locked arms with goes out and shares with somebody and they join them, you are going to get a 50% check match while they get that $50 direct sale. So if they make 1,000 this week, you're making 500. If they make 5,000 this week, you're making 2,500. And then in addition, you are going to be able to get $10 team bonuses that start at gold builder level and go up 6 levels. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, it says there's no limits on direct sales, matches, and team bonuses. Upfront commissions are paid weekly with 2 E's. There's no A here because our commissions are not weak. You see, Mr. Bradley loves sports, and he mirrored our builder program off of the Olympics. The Olympics just ended, right? 3 people that you partner with, you become a bronze builder. 6 total, you're a silver, and you've earned back your investment plus some. 9, you are a gold builder, total of 9, just like the Olympics. People don't go to the Olympics, train hard to get to bronze or silver. They want that gold medal to stand at the top of that podium representing their country in the hard work that they have done and what they have earned. Well, you see here, when you become a gold builder, 3 additional streams of income kick in. The first is that $10 team bonus. So instead of making 50 every time you have a direct sale, it's 60. And that 50% check match goes from 25 to 35. In addition, you will get a 10% match on your personal ITA's travel commissions. Now, Emmajay showed you that cruise ship where the person had made $2,200 plus. If you were the gold builder that brought that person into the business, they would get that 2,200, but the company is going to drop 10% onto your international debit card for $220 plus. You don't know who went on the trip, nor do you care. You just know that your balance increased. And then you're going to get a 10% match on your personal reps matrix commissions. You see, when you join this opportunity as an IntelliTravel agent and a PlanNet Marketing rep, you get a matrix. So everybody has a matrix that is able to sell travel agency franchises. It's a 3x9 team build matrix. Pay close attention to the word team. You are not doing it alone. And this is where the residual component kicks in. What is residual? Do something one time and get paid over and over and over again for it. I love to use the example of one of the greatest entertainers of all time, Michael Jackson. He has been gone for decades, but every single time a song of his is played, his beneficiaries get proceeds. That's residual income. But take your look over where it says level. And on level 2, there is a lock, which is unlocked. When 2 people partner with you as IntelliTravel agents, it opens up your matrix. What that means is you begin to earn $4 on every active agency with the applicable level. So let's look at the bronze builder. You've locked arms with 3 people, right? Altogether, there are 27 seats on that level. $56, that'll pay a small bill. Come down to silver, 729 available seats, and that would yield you up to $4,368. Now, if you were the gold builder that brought that person into the business, they're getting the $4,368, but you're getting $436.80. But we're not stopping there. We are running for gold. You have locked arms with 9 individuals. All those seats added up are 29,526 seats. Multiply that by the $4 bill, and it is over $118,000. Now, I know you're saying, Donna, no one person is making over $118,000 on the $4 bill. You're right, because there are many, many, many business partners making over $100,000 on their matrix from that $4 bill. Now, once you become a gold builder, it opens up the gates for you to become a director. So let's look at this. As a one-star director, you and your team have grown to 100. Remember, you're responsible for 9. Take that 100 times that $4 bill. That's $400 that you get on the 10th of each month. But on the first of the month, it kicks in your monthly director bonus, which is $500. And then you get another $10 team bonus, which makes it $70 every time you make a direct sale. And that 50% check match is going from 25 to 45. I want you to look over to the gray box which says directors will receive. And the second bullet down, it says one-star directors receive a $1,000 monthly income guaranteed from all sources. At the end of the month, the system is going to be looking. And if they see you're a director and you have not made $1,000, the company's going to make up the difference. If you only made 800, they're going to bring you the other 200 to bring you to 1,000. Let's slide down to the 5-star director, right? Your team has grown to 4,000 agents. 4 times 4, $16,000 on the 10th of the month. But on the first of the month, as you see there, that monthly director bonus keeps on doubling. At 5-star, it is $10,000. And that's where our team bonuses cap off. So there you're making $110 for every direct sale, $85 on the 50% check match. And know that that $10 through $60 flows through your organization on every single sale that there is a level that it can be attached to. I'm going to go on down to 7 because we just crowned a 7-star director. This young lady, bad to the bone, out of the United Kingdom, and she has a team of over 25,000 agents. Multiply that by the $4 bill, that is $100,000 on the 10th of the month. But on the first of the month, that director bonus, woo, $30,000. Now I'm going to tell you a little secret. She's making way more than 130. She's clocking in at over 167,000 a month, which puts her in the multi-million dollar category. We have no 8, 9, or 10-star directors. You've caught this, and you've caught it in our time of momentum where things are blowing up and everybody wants to know what's going on in the planet. Now, we love, or I should say Mr. Bradley loves, giving blings and things to us. So he has a ring and Rolex program. Now, this comes directly from his pocket. It does not come from the company. So when you're making $8,333 per month, $100,000 annually, he is going to bless you with a sapphire ring. $20,833 per month, that's $250,000. He's going to bless you with the ruby ring. $41,666 per month, that's $500,000. He's going to bless you with the diamond ring, and I don't know anybody that doesn't like diamonds. And then $83,333 per month, that clocks you in at $1 million, and you will get the double diamond ring. Now, we have too many to count the numbers of sapphire, ruby, or diamond ring wearers, but currently we have 9 millionaires. 2 are actually multimillionaires. And then when you become a 5-star director, he's going to bless you with a Rolex timepiece. Now, would I buy a Rolex timepiece for myself? No, I'd rather be traveling the world. But if Mr. Bradley is going to bless me with a Rolex timepiece, I am going to wear it proudly to represent the planet. Now, this is our income disclosure statement from 2025. And I want you to go down and look at the Gold Builder. Remember, we're running for gold. Gold Builder works approximately 15 hours per week. A Gold Builder last year made 155,000 plus. Let's slide on down to the 6-star director because we hadn't crowned our 7-star yet. And a 6-star who's working full time at this business, right? They are making over $1 million. One thing that I want to tell you is every dollar that we make here in the United States, because I know we have many countries on the line tonight, we pay taxes to the Internal Revenue Service. I also want to point out that this income disclosure statement is only for PlanNet Marketing, not for IntelliTravel. Between the two businesses, they each pay out over $6.5 million a month in commissions. I know the print is small here, so if you want to see this up close and personal, get back to the person that invited you and they will get you a copy. Now, this is why I planted my flag in PlanNet Marketing, and I'm going to read it word for word. As a PlanNet Marketing Director, feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, the PlanNet business you built will outlast you. Your family will still receive your PlanNet Marketing weekly commissions, director pay, director bonuses, and monthly residual income. When I became a director, I immediately got legal documents asking me, who do you want to leave your money to? I'm not married. I have no children. So I left it to my siblings as well as my 2 favorite nieces. Now, if I die tonight, all of the money that I make on a weekly and monthly basis is going to be divided equally between all of them. And guess what? When they pass away, it's going to be left to their beneficiaries. And when they pass away, it's going to be left to theirs. And it goes on and on and on. This is our legacy. Why is this so important to me? As I said when I started, I spent 45 years in the financial services arena, 19 with Wells Fargo Bank. When I retired in June of 2024, did they give me a pledge? Did they give me a legacy? They gave me not. They gave me a $150 gift card and a plaque. That's what they gave me. Here, you can come in. You can become a director in a month, 5 months, 5 years. It doesn't matter. When you hit that rank, you will receive the PlanNet Pledge, which will take care of you while you're here working the business. But when you leave, Mr. Bradley says, I'm going to take care of your family for the rest of theirs. Now, this is a turnkey business. We have valuable tools, systems. You're going to get 2 websites, marketing and travel, 2 mobile apps, marketing and travel, your training on demand, live training, Zooms like this. But our most prestigious event each and every year is our international convention. And this year, as it was last, will be held in Orlando, Florida at the largest Marriott in the world from September 10th through the 12th, and it's called Unstoppable. No excuses, no fear, no limits. And our guest note speaker this year is none other than Fraser Brooks. And if you don't know who this gentleman is, he is a beast. Also out of the United Kingdom, now living in Dubai. It is going to be a game changer for all of us. Now, I know you're saying, how do I start? Literally, you said, Donna, when Emmajay showed me that cruise ship and I could make over $2,200, I was ready then. I didn't have to hear about the bank. So I'm going to share with you tonight how you can get started. You see, price is what you pay, value is what you get. No, that isn't a typo. $199.90 US. $19.95 goes to PlanNet Marketing. $179.95 goes to IntelliTravel. Right? Then 30 days later, remember Emmajay talked about that risk-free trial that you can do on this business, right? At day 29, if you decide that you don't want to stay with us, you are going to get your money back. But on day 30, your overhead kicks in, which is $60, $2 a day to run an 11 and a half trillion industry. Now, I saw as the guests were coming in the room, we have numerous countries on the line tonight, so I'm going to run through what your country cost would be. This on the screen, of course, is US. Trinidad and Tobago, 1400 TT one time, 440 TT per month starting 30 days later. United Kingdom, 156 pounds, 46 pounds starting 1 month later. Jamaica, 31,000 Jamaican dollars. Your overhead to run your business, 10,169. Barbados, 404. One time, your overhead to run the business is 130. Belize, 401. One time, your overhead to run your business is 130. St. Kitts and Nevis, 541. One time, your overhead to run your business is 180. If there's any other country on the line tonight that I did not mention, please let me know and we will tell you what that is in your currency. So there are normally 3 types of people that join our Zooms. All I'm asking you is to get mad, make a decision. Now, if you're a number 3, you said, Donna, Emmajay, whoever invited me, listen, I don't like to travel. I don't want to travel. I don't want to bless people with travel agencies. I am not interested. And we just say, thank you so much for honoring the invite of the individual. But the next time you go to travel, please get back to them so that they can book that travel for you. Number 2, say, ooh, wee, this looks good, but I have some questions. Stay on the line. We are going to answer all of those questions for you. And number 1, say, Donna, I already told you I was ready to go when I saw that person doing the cha-cha slide on the Lido deck. Tell me how I get started. And we are going to tell you tonight that the journey of success, right, takes many steps, but you took the first step. And the beauty of this business is you only take the first step and you took it tonight. The other thousands and thousands and thousands of miles, we are going to be right there with you. Because you see, in this business, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So on behalf of Alana Ford out of Trinidad, Ainsley Garrick out of Trinidad, Nicole Bascom out of Trinidad, Juliana Joseph out of Trinidad, Desra Bascom out of Trinidad, Cosetta Grant out of the Bahamas, Natisha McCarver out of North Carolina, Andre Harris out of Trinidad, Emmajay Regis out of Tobago, Chris Murphy out of the United Kingdom, and yours truly, Donna Reeves. We want to welcome you to the best place on the planet. So ladies and gentlemen, that is our formal presentation. I'm going to bring my co-host back up here, Emmajay Regis, and we are going to answer all of your questions. One thing I don't want you to be is shy. We want you to leave us tonight fully educated about what we shared. We don't want you to go and ask somebody that has no clue about this industry to help you make a financial decision about your future. So you can either come off mute, ask the question, or type it in the chat box, and we will ask the question for you. Let's see if anybody has typed a question in. Okay, I'm going to start out by asking a question to my co-host, Miss Emmajay Regis. You know, many people join businesses, but there are a number. They join a business and then they turn around and they're like, where's Emmajay? Where's Donna? Where's the person that brought me into this business? Share with our guests the culture that we have here with PlanNet Marketing and IntelliTravel and what makes us so different from other organizations.
Absolutely, Misty. I think once everyone comes into the business, you see, we tell you this is what you're going to get from the outside before you come in. But then when you come in, you're overwhelmed. Why? Because, oh my gosh, this is what they said I'm going to get. And this is what I'm getting. right? So, literally, as you come into this business, you immediately enter a culture of people who are on the same journey to freedom. You see, ladies and gents, success leaves clues. And you would have heard how I introduced my coach and mentor because I am so proud to be part of her amazing team and under her leadership. As Miss Donna says, you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And success leaves clues. She is a one-star director. She's leading from the front. I am right behind her because I am literally in contact with my coach and mentor every single day, helping me to sharpen my axe, to move on, speak to people comfortably, and come out of my comfort zone, right? And once you guys decide that's what you want to do, this vehicle's for you. Join the culture, jump on the wave, and stop leaving money on the table. You are not on your own. This is a team, a family, and a culture all heading towards freedom. That's right, Mary. Success leaves clues. Back to you, Misty.
Thank you. Dexter James says, let's see, let me go. This seems like a glorified pyramid, and there have been no two good stories in Trinidad and the rest of the Caribbean. What are the risk safeguards? I love that question, Dexter, and I know why you're asking that question. Did you get caught up in the susu, the flower, the giving tree? And it goes like this. Dexter, give me $500 and I promise you in 5 weeks, I'm going to give you 5,000. It's illegal. Nobody can promise money from money, right? That person that got your $500, they're getting the money that they're paying out in the beginning from other people they duped into thinking giving 500 is going to yield them 5,000. What makes us different? One, you have to have a product and a service. Our product is travel. Our service is we sell travel agency franchisers. Furthermore, we are governed by the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. Every penny that we make has to be reported to the government. I don't know any scam or pyramid scheme that they report income to the government. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. IntelliTravel's been around for 35 years. You tell me a scam that's been around for that long. But if you don't believe any of that, I'm going to tell you two other things. If this is a scam, I would have lost my vice president job at Wells Fargo. You see, they vet everything you do. I sit on two nonprofit boards. They had to vet those nonprofit boards to make sure they were legal and on the up and up. So they vetted these companies. I wouldn't have been a vice president for 20 years involved in a scam. But if you don't even believe that, here's the last one. If this is a pyramid scheme, let me tell you who else is in with us. Marriott, Hilton, Hertz Rent-A-Car, Royal Caribbean, MSC Cruises, any vacation package, any type of airline, any hotel, any resort, they're in on it with us because those are our partners and suppliers. We are selling their inventory. I promise you, this is not
Um,
a pyramid scheme. You ask
could
about
we
the
do
risks.
this business from home without renting an office or anything like that? That's all I want.
Wendell, is that you talking?
Yes, it's me, Wendell Noel.
Okay, let me just finish and then you can ask your question. I have to finish Dexter's question. He's saying, what are the risks? You have guarantees. You can come in, check the business out. And if you decide in 29 days you don't want to do this business, you cancel. There is no contract, there is no quotas. You are going to get all of your money back in the form in which you paid, which would be a debit or credit card that can make online international purchases if you are not in the United States. In addition, that's on the travel side. On the marketing side, you have 89 days to come in and check us out. Kick the tires, right? Make sure that this is the vehicle that you want to drive. If it isn't at day 89, same thing. No contracts, no quotas. You can cancel your business and get your money back as well. I hope that answers your question, Dexter. Ready for you, Wendell? Go ahead. I'm ready.
Yeah, could you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. You're on mute.
All right. What I want to find out, could you do this business from home without having an office or anything like that?
Yes, this is a home-based business. You do not need an office, and that's the beauty of this business. It's a home-based business. You are not going out and renting space, so you have rent. That's why it is so inexpensive to run this business. You know, I was a traditional business owner. I have been in the past 40 some years. And I had rent, I had overhead, I had insurance, I had employees. It went on and on and on and on. It was expensive. Here, I don't have any of that. I sit in the comfort of my home. I talk to people all over the world. If they want to do what I do, I bless them. I help them get into an industry that is going nowhere. So, no, you don't need any type of office or anything like that. Wherever you're sitting right now, Wendell, you can sit
Yeah.
and do this business.
Okay. One more question.
Sure.
Do you have any agent in Grenada?
And where?
In Grenada.
Grenada? No, we're not in that country. We are currently in 22 countries. Grenada is not one of them. But let me just say this to you, which people say, are you in this country, that country? And whoever invited you can get you the countries that we're in. It costs us $2.4 million to enter into each country because each country owns the tourism. There is legal documents. There's a lot of red tape that you have to go through. Again, another reason why this is not a pyramid scheme. Your country has to vet us out before we can come in. So, no, we're not in Grenada, but that doesn't mean that we won't eventually get there. There's 195 countries in the world, and our CEO says he wants to be in every one of them. So sit tight. I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah, well, at least if you don't have none yet, or whenever or if ever, keep my name in mind.
Well, who invited you tonight, Wendell?
Alana Ford, that is my sister.
Oh, well, she's an amazing business partner, and you will be kept because she will let you know as soon as we get into that country. But this is the beauty. So I take it you're in Trinidad and Tobago. You don't have to wait for us to go and be in Grenada. You can sell travel agency franchises in all of the 22 countries that we're in today. So don't wait for
Okay,
Grenada because you're going to be
okay.
behind the boat. Start sharing and blessing people in the countries that we're in now. And if we do open in Grenada, you will already have a thriving business that you can bring to that country. Great question.
And could I ask what airline or leave? What is
We're connected to every airline,
every
anything whatsoever that has to do with travel, entertainment, hotel, cruise, car rental, theater, sporting events. It all falls under the umbrella of travel and entertainment.
okay. I understand.
All right, I'm going to
Thanks,
go to my
Wendell.
next question.
We've
Let's
got
see. We are
Dexter.
okay. Let's see.
You see the
So
one
we
from
could call that
Dexter?
network marketing.
Is there initial investment or
Investment.
yes, Dexter, I'm not sure when you joined us, but the initial investment, and I'm not sure what country you're in, but I'm going to say, what country are you in, Dexter? It's US, it's 199.90. That's your initial investment. What country are you in? And I'll tell you what it is where you are.
Trinidad and Tobago.
1400 TT. And your overhead to run your business would start 30 days later, which is 440 TT. Let's see. I answered that one. If you see others, Emmajay, help me here.
Yeah, no, I've gone through it. So
Okay.
yeah, so the last one was what Dexter asked about the initial investment. The last thing, not everyone is numeric. While the presentation was excellent, it needs to be distilled for simplicity for the lay
For the
to
lay to
understand.
understand. You know what, Dexter, it's a pretty simple process. There's no crazy math, right? There's no trying to figure out. You know exactly the 8 ways that you get paid in this business. Who invited you tonight, Dexter?
I saw an advert on Facebook. That's where I saw it.
Okay. So if you don't have a name attached to that flyer or whatever you saw, shame on the person that put it out there, but I want you to go back and look. But I would be more than happy to get on the line with you with that individual and make sure that you fully understand. This is not a difficult business. We sell travel and we sell travel agencies. On the travel side, if you book a trip for yourself or others, you're going to earn a commission. On the marketing side, if you sell a travel agency franchise, you have the ability to make money 7 different ways, spelled out very easily, and we can also get you a copy of our compensation plan. So don't overcomplicate it because it sounds like that's what you're doing. It's not hard. And if you already travel, guess what? The only thing missing is a commission check that you're not earning. But let me know who invited you, and we will certainly get on a 3-way and we can answer every single question that you have that may not have been explained the way that you needed it to be. Any other questions tonight? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the top of the hour. We want to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight. Please get back to the person that invited you this evening. They will get you on the line with a leader so all of your additional questions can be answered. And listen, it's really about mindset. Travel may not be your thing, and it's okay. But I want you to think about what you're passionate about. Maybe you're a chef. Maybe you like to do floral arrangements. Whatever it is, I want you to turn your passion into a paycheck, which is exactly what all of us in the business have done here. So we want to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight. But the next time I see you on here, I would love to see you on as one of our success partners with guests and not just a guest. Thank you again for joining us this evening. God bless and good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. And as we've
Good night,
officially
everybody.
Good night, everyone. Just as we officially have finished, just a couple of questions in there. When will we be doing this again? There's another presentation tomorrow night at 9 p.m. EST. Someone's asking for the recording. Get back to the person who invited you. They will be able to get a copy of the recording across to you. Janelle from Jay's Tours TT says, I know more people who are interested and will be great for them to listen to this presentation. And that's what we want, right? Let's just get the message out there to persons because guess what? Online, they feel everything is a scam, right? We invite you to a Zoom session like this. And if you are local, you've got events that happen in local countries. So you can come out You can meet us, you can feel the vibe, see the culture, and then make an informed decision. We are very transparent, but we want you to make sure you have all that information that you need. But most importantly, you ask the questions to the right person. So please get back to the person who invited you. They will get you on the phone with a leader, and we will literally help you from there. Janelle, thank you so much for your comments, love.
I know, and that's why I really go into explaining that this is not a pyramid scheme and why it isn't. I understand your concerns, especially people that have been scammed out of your hard money that you've worked for. This is not that place, I promise you. Transparency, honesty, integrity is how we lead this business. Have an amazing night. Get back to the person that invited you, and let's get any additional questions that you have answered. And then let's get you in this business, making money off of what everybody does. Have an amazing evening. And again, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, everyone.
Good night. Good
Good
night.
night, everyone.
What
Good
an
night.
amazing presentation. Good night, everyone. Give
Good
thanks.
night. Good night.
All right. Have a blessed night, everyone.
Thank you.
Good
Good night,
night.
sweetheart.
Juliana, I'm going to jump off and jump on to the next Zoom to do your call. Good night, everybody.
Blessed night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.